If poor credit threatens to destroy you, try these simple tips by howtogrowcredit.com. While you watch this video, please consider subscribing. If you like this content, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below with any questions. We would love to hear from you. Also, when the video ends, make sure to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com. Both with new content added daily. Now you must handle the crisis and create a better future. Follow these tips to repair a bad credit score quickly. If you don't have very good credit, financing your home may not be easy. FHA loans might be a good option to consider in these circumstances, as they are backed by our federal government. FHA loans are also great when a borrower doesn't have the money to make a down payment or pay closing costs. Financing homes can be difficult when your credit score is low. If your income is a factor, you may qualify for an FHA loan. Try to get an FHA loan because there is a guarantee that it will be given to you. FHA loans are also great when someone lacks the funds for down payment or closing costs. If you have to improve your credit, make a solid plan and follow it. You must be dedicated to making some significant changes in the way you spend your money. Avoid buying what you don't need. Ensure that you can afford everything you buy and that you need it. Credit card. If you have credit that is not high enough for you to obtain a new credit line, sign up for a secured card. The account is funded in advance, which provides the lender with a level of insurance against unpaid debts. This is why secured cards are often easier to get. If you open a credit card account, keep charges fairly low, and pay it on time, this will go towards improving your credit score. If you need a credit card to aid in fixing your credit but you cannot obtain one due to the state of your credit, you should try to get a secured credit card to begin rebuilding your credit. If you get a new card and use it responsibly, you will go a long way in repairing your credit. If your credit score is good, you should have no problem purchasing a house and obtaining a mortgage. One way to help improve your credit is to pay your monthly mortgage payments on time. When you own your own home, it shows that you have assets and financial stability. A good credit score is necessary when you need to take out a loan. If your credit card has a balance of over 50% of your limit, pay these down right away. Avoid paying off high interest rates so that you don't pay too much. The incredibly high interest rates can get challenged and reduced in some situations. However, you did sign an agreement to pay the interest. If you choose to bring a lawsuit against your creditors, use the high interest rates against them. Installment account. Don't attempt to fix your credit in a way that will result in you breaking any laws. A common scam involves teaching you how to make a completely new, albeit fraudulent, credit file. These scams are not legal and there will be repercussions. You may end up in jail if you are not careful. Opening an installment account will help you get a better credit score and make it easier for you to live. You can improve your credit score by properly managing an installment account. Requesting that your credit card limits are lowered can benefit you. You will not be able to spend too much and they will see that you are responsible. You can lower your debt by refusing to acknowledge the part of your debt that has been accrued by significantly high interest rates if you are being charged more than you should be. Creditors are skirting a fine line of law when they hit you exorbitant interest rates. You did sign a contract and agree to pay off all interests as well as the debt. You need to be able to prove the interest rate charged exceeded your state's statutory limits. If you are attempting to raise your score with the credit bureaus, but are encountering roadblocks whenever you apply for new credit, then open an account with a credit union. Credit unions can often offer better rates and more alternatives than larger banks because they base their decisions on the local economy instead of the national situation. If a company promises that they can remove all negative marks from a credit report, this is a scam. Negative info stays on your credit report for a minimum of 7 years. If you wish to repair your credit, you'll have to stop spending more than you earn. You need to change your thinking to consider your future goals, not just buy all of the things you want right now. Many people have acquired debts they can't pay off, which has affected the amount others will pay to have credit. Be realistic about the lifestyle your income affords you. You need to pay them on time and in full. Your credit rating can improve almost immediately upon paying off past due bills. Avoid bankruptcy at all costs. When you file for bankruptcy, it shows for 10 years, your credit report will suffer from this. Though the idea of ridding yourself of debt can sound appealing, the long-term consequences just aren't worth it. You may never get a line of credit for any purchases you might need to make if you go ahead, give up on repairing your credit and file for bankruptcy. Do not do things that could cause you to imprisonment. Various online scams claim they can help you get a new credit profile. Do things like this because it's illegal. You will not be able to avoid getting caught. You may end up owing a great deal of money or even facing jail if you are not careful. Read every credit card statement you receive in full. Errors are not as rare as you might think. You are looking to see that every charge is correct and determining whether or not you are being charged for an item you didn't buy. You are responsible for the accuracy of the information on your credit card statements. Contact your creditors to request a reduction in your overall credit line. Not only can this tactic prevent you from getting yourself in over your head with debt, but it will be reflected in your credit score because it shows that you are responsible with your credit. Find a legitimate credit repair agency to work with. Unfortunately, the credit repair business does have a significant number of companies that are not reputable. Many people have been the victim of a credit repair scam. You need to research customer feedback so you can determine if a company is trustworthy or not. Some agreements cause less damage to your credit score than others, so be wary and do your homework. Creditors just want their money that you owe them and aren't interested in how it will affect your score. When lenders are looking at your credit, an explanation that goes with the report generally will not even be looked at. The action of making a statement about your negative history will work against you as it highlights your mistakes rather than downplaying them. To start repairing your credit, focus on closing all accounts except one. You should arrange to make payments or make a balance transfer to your remaining account. This will let you focus on paying off a single account rather than many smaller ones. If you have suffered job losses due to the economy, you may not have the cash to pay all the debts you owe. Take the money you have set aside for debt payments, and divide it up into portions for each debtor. Even a minimal payment can satisfy your creditors and keep your accounts from landing in collections. If you and a creditor agree on a payment plan, make sure you get the terms in writing. After you have paid off your debt, keep your receipt in case there are any discrepancies on your credit report. Build your credit back up if your current credit scores are low. Prepaid credit cards offer you the ability to build credit while not having to worry about late payments or penalties. This shows lenders that making payments is a priority for you and that they should lend to you. This will make sure that you maintain a credible financial record. Late payments are reported to all credit report companies and they can damage your chances of getting loans or a loan. Be aware that opening a new credit card account can affect your credit score negatively. As tempting as it can be, do not a new credit card. Your good credit score will suffer a small dip each time you open a new account. Credit repair. If you are experiencing difficulties paying your monthly expenses, you should get in touch with your creditors right away to develop other payment plans. If you make the first move and hash out a payment plan, sometimes they won't even report it to credit agencies. As an added benefit, this may alleviate some financial strain, allowing you to focus on accounts where an alternate repayment plan is not available. Make sure a credit repair agency is legitimate before choosing to work with is legitimate. There are lots of credit score improvement agencies that don't follow through with their promises. Many people have been the victim of credit repair scams. Get out of debt. creditors take note of your debt versus your income. If your debt-to-income ratio is too high, then your credit score will suffer. You don't have to pay off your debt in full right away, just get a plan and stay with it to pay off your debt over time. Avoid using credit cards at all. Use cash when you are building back your credit. If you do pull out the credit card, pay the entire balance when the bill arrives. You can keep your credit report score high by paying bills promptly. Make sure you have some type of payment reminder to ensure you will not have to make a late payment. There are a wide variety of ways to set up reminders. Use your online banking account to send an email reminder, or keep your eyes open for regular texts or messages from the company themselves. Debt collection agencies can be the most difficult part in having bad credit. This will stop the calls from collection agencies, it merely stops the threatening calls. If you're having a tough time fixing your credit, starting a consolidation program for your debt may be the best thing you can do to improve your poor credit. Making a budget and tracking your expenses will be easier if you consolidate your debts into a single payment. It will get you to pay bills on time and improve your credit rating. Make a plan or program to pay off past due accounts and collection agencies. One easy credit repair tip is to maintain an active checking and savings account. While your bank account does not show up on your credit score, you will come across lenders who want to see proof of income and budget management abilities that can be shown from a look at your bank history. Make sure you never overdraw your accounts and pay your bills on time to show how responsible you are. Be sure to document all information if a collector is illegal. You should be aware of the laws that safeguard consumers' rights as a consumer. When you have lost control of your finances, pursuing credit counseling might be a very smart option. They'll offer helpful advice on how to pay off your debt while keeping your household going. You will have to be willing to get rid of your credit cards and make a payment to each creditor each month. If you are having a difficult time creating or sticking to a budget, get in touch with a legitimate credit counselor. These organizations can help you by negotiating with creditors to resolve a repayment plan that works for your financial situation. Credit counseling helps you understand how to best manage your finances and pay your bills. Paying off all the debts you owe will go a long way towards improving your credit's health. You can also seek credit counseling for help. Credit score aggressive repayment agreements and hard-to-handle lump sum payments can make it harder than it needs to be for you to fix your credit. It is important to stick to your budget so you do not overcommit on debt repayment. Even if some arrangements might give you temporary relief from harassing creditors, not being able to fulfill your commitments will ruin your credit report even more. The first thing you need to do when repairing your credit is to make a plan to begin to pay the money off. Existing debt lowers an individual's credit score and can be a burden. Your credit score will be improved if you can make yourself debt-free. One way to improve an ailing credit score is to open new lines of credit and be scrupulous about paying them off quickly. This will help to show that you can be responsible with money, and will help to raise you to a better standing. Paying everything on time is key to a good credit repair. Even if you can only pay the minimum, you should still pay off some amount. Even one missed or late payment can damage your credit. Credit counseling can be a sound first step if you require credit improvement. Be prepared to give money to people you owe and to make significant payments every month. Fixing a bad financial situation requires common sense rather than monetary skills. This information puts the lie to that notion, so start repairing your credit today. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the content on this channel and our website howtogrowcredit.com, both with new content added daily. Also, check out our recommended credit repair system with the link in the description. Remember to like, comment, subscribe and share. Not only does it help us make new content for you, but also tells YouTube to share this content with others. How to grow credit. Steps to grow your credit score.